What's up, everybody? Sports in the Bay with Felicia and Eddrick. We are back for another week. Felicia, how are you?
I am great and stupendous. How are you?
I am great, and I'm also stupendous. So let's
Hey,
uh
man.
let's get into it. Sports in the Bay, Felicia and Eddrick. Let's go. Back again,
Hey,
man.
what happened to the music?
Oh, you didn't hear it?
No.
All right, hold on. Let's do it again. Felicia and Eddrick,
Okay.
Sports in the Bay. Let's go. I can play that all day. I can play
Hey,
that all day. Play
hey,
that
hey. I
all day.
know.
What's up, everybody? Greetings from Sacramento. What's happening? What's going on? Thank you for tuning in.
Lisa!
Greetings from Sacktown. Sacktown's in the house. Thank you for joining us. Another wild week in the world of sports. Whew, a lot going on.
Ooh.
Man,
Ooh.
y'all should hear what we talk about off the air. Ooh, no, we ain't
Mhm.
going there. We ain't going there. We ain't
Hey,
going there.
we'll never do any B rolls of that. No,
No, no. Make
no
sure that
bloopers.
that live stream button hasn't been hit yet. So we'll keep it going. Um, let's start out with another one, as we were saying.
And
Woo,
another one.
and another one, and another one. Here we go.
Mm,
Ohio fires coach Brian Smith over serious misconduct. Another college coach done stepped in it. What is
stepped
going on?
and stepped in it and had an alleged, well, I'm going to say alleged affair, not with a staff member, but this time with a student.
Mm, mm,
So
which is a no-no. I'm sure that violates some kind of policy.
that's why I was gonna say rules and regulations. I don't, and I'm sure the man is married because most college coaches are.
Right. Yeah.
What?
And it was
As
his
I was,
first season. It looked like, according to ESPN, it was his first season. He went 8-4. I think they're getting ready for a bowl game.
mm,
Um, yeah, these cats.
mm,
This is it self control? Is it they have no will? No control over the willpower. No,
it's that.
what's going on?
It's
Uh,
that because what could a college student say to you to make you risk it all?
Well, uh, it may not necessarily be the words, but there's something that they did say it was consensual, right? So
Mhm,
I'm
mhm.
hoping, but
Yeah. Oh no, he'd be arrested and
yeah.
not fired.
So man, he had just received a 5-year contract through 2029.
Idiot.
And if he had been fired without cause, he would have been owed 2.5 million in remaining salary. So this man
And
just
that,
picked up $2.5 million just thrown out the window.
and he looked like somebody daddy. He doesn't look like the brother for Notre
Yeah.
Dame who looks like a zaddy. Not
Yeah.
even a zaddy.
Yeah.
He
So,
fine.
I mean,
And this man, 45 years old. Ooh, he looks older. Uh okay. He was living at the OUN while searching for more permanent housing.
uh-oh.
Ran into a player's parents while with a 41-year-old woman already breaking off the 4-month consensual relationship with a student in
Mm,
early November.
wow.
They have Smith's lawyer also wrote that OU has no policy preventing an employee from dating a student,
Oh.
especially one that is not a subordinate as part of the athletic department.
Oh.
He might
Well, that
have
could
a
be a loophole.
lawsuit.
He might have
Yes.
that might be a loophole. Now, the ethics of it, he won't be back, but um if he broke no law and there's no policy governing that, that could be wrongful termination. So what what probably will
Hmm.
happen is they'll say, okay, we won't pay you out the entire contract. We'll pay you out X percentage if you go away and we stop
Hmm.
talking about it.
Mhm.
that's probably what if the
Don't
school
give
is smart.
interviews.
Yeah, if the school is smart, they'll do that. They'll do NDAs, non-disclosures, and keep it moving. But if they fight it, he might get the 2.5 mil. So,
Well, okay, it says the school claims that such a relationship violated his contract by bringing disrepute,
uh,
scandal, and ridicule to the university and the athletic department. They also received a report that he smelled of alcohol and acted intoxicated in his demeanor during a public appearance. That's
oh,
a routine part of his job. Didn't elaborate on the event though.
so he's out there wilding.
So he's got a little drinking problem. He was reprimanded in late November for drinking and storing alcohol in his office. Look,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
he they had to let him go. Doing
yeah, that changes things. Um,
claimed he periodically had a single drink of bourbon with assistant coaches after normal business hours.
just one drink, about that much, right? I mean,
Exactly.
yeah,
And
yeah,
you in Columbus, so that would make you drink.
yeah. So, Christy, hello, Christy. Thank you for tuning in. I
Hi,
have a
sir.
song. I have a song tonight, Christy. So I haven't had one in a while. So I do have a song. So we'll be doing a song later on. We're bringing that back. Um, but yeah, it's we talked about it a little bit. There are men who have power who you know think that they are invincible, can get away with anything, and sometimes they get checked. A lot of them don't get
Mhm,
checked,
mhm,
but sometimes they do. And
mhm,
so there's another
mhm,
example that just can't be out there wild, and especially I've always had issue with you know school officials and students, at colleges that can get real weird. And
mhm,
now, granted, they're grown people. Like I said, nobody didn't say wasn't consensual,
mhm,
but at some point you have to have some sort of self control.
mhm.
Maybe I don't know.
Well, you're
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, some men are just different, and they have the self control, but there's a lot of men that it makes it seem like a lot of men don't have self control, but it just seems like the men that they hire for these positions.
yeah. I think it's one of those things. I mean, I've never been in that situation. So what I will say is, I think the majority of men, most men, do have self control. I don't want to lump all men in one category or
Right.
the other because I can't
Right.
speak for everybody.
Hmm.
Um, I just think that sometimes they get themselves in situations and they don't have the wherewithal to think things through
Hmm.
because there's always consequences, and you don't think about that until after the fact. So now if he had all this other stuff going on, he's drinking and drunk and all this and that, then
And stored booze
right,
underneath.
right,
Jeez,
right,
Lord.
right. It was just I couldn't make it to the locker, so I'm just gonna leave it right here in my drawer.
Right,
Uh,
right.
yeah, that's a red flag. So that could have been a cry for help.
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
know in some corporate situations, if you have a problem, if you admit to the problem before the organization finds out and comes to you, sometimes you can go into programs,
Mhm,
rehab. They'll
mhm,
you can get the help you need. But if you don't, then yeah, they let him go. So yeah, they were going to a bowl game, the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl.
not the scooters.
Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl against UNLV. So they have run out of
Uh,
names for bowl game. Well, you know what? I know I don't.
what?
We always seem like
It's
I
gonna be
always seem
the
like
Felicia and Eddrick Bowl.
something. The Chipotle Bowl. I mean,
The
when we were
Leo's
coming up,
only bowl.
exactly when we were coming up, back in our day, and yeah, I'm gonna say back in our day, it was the Rose Bowl and the Cotton Bowl and the Sun Bowl, Sugar Bowl. I mean, it was.
Yes,
Now it's the
that
Weed
was it.
Whacker Poland Bowl. It's the nondescript nobody wants to play in bowl. Um,
Right.
Players aren't even playing in bowl games anymore. Notre Dame threw a fit, and
Used to be the Hula Bowl.
yeah,
Used to
Notre
have to
Dame
pick
they
up players for the Hula Bowl.
Notre Dame hitched up their pants and said, "We're not going to play it off. You don't want us in the playoffs. We're not even going to be in the bowl."
Huh, so take
So
that.
yeah, so I don't know. The college system is weird now, and
Mm.
but these coaches they're throwing away opportunities. You want to watch that bowl? Huh? Okay, we got salad bowl.
Yeah.
You know what? All right, I'm gonna pull it up now. I got to see all the different bowl games. Now. I got to read them because we
The
are way off
top
on the
ramen
tangent.
bowl.
We are way off on the tangent now, but that's okay because I want to talk about it. Let's see. So that's college football playoff quarterfinals. I don't want that. All right, complete bowl season. So we have the Cricket Celebration Bowl, the Bucked Up LA Bowl. That one just played. That was Washington beat
The
Boise State.
Nucky Buck Bowl. That's what it sounds like.
Bucked Up
Nucky
LA
Buck.
Bowl. That sounds Bucked Up LA Bowl. That bowl is bucked up.
Ooh.
The IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl, the Staff DNA Cure Bowl, the 68 Ventures Bowl, Xbox Bowl, Myrtle Beach Bowl presented by Engine,
Okay.
Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl.
Sarsaparilla.
Gasparilla, not sarsaparilla. I like sarsaparilla, by the way, but
No.
Gasparilla. That's Memphis, North Carolina State. And then the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, the Bush's Boca Raton Bowl of Beans.
Wait a minute. I dare you say that again.
It's December 23rd, Toledo versus Louisville. The Bush's Boca Raton Bowl of Beans.
Okay, that's my favorite.
And then we talked about this. Yep, the New Orleans Bowl, the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. We talked about Sheridan Hawaii Bowl, Game Above Sports Bowl, Rate Bowl, Serve Pro First Responder Bowl, Go Bowling Military Bowl, Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl, Wasabi Fenway Bowl. Now, this might be my favorite, the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Oh, we love Pop-Tarts. Strawberry, no frosting.
The Pop-Tarts Bowl. I don't like frosting either.
It's just too much.
My daughter's growing up. They say, what's wrong with you? How do you not like Pop-Tarts without frosting? Yeah,
I just need to taste that butter. Right?
Yeah. Ooh, Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. So Snoop Dogg has his own bowl.
Well, we don't like it, Mama.
The Isleta, New Mexico
But I'll
Bowl.
still be listening to the music.
This is crazy. Tax Slayer Gator Bowl, Kinder's Texas Bowl, Birmingham Bowl, Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl, and on. And I'm Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. That's Dukes. The Dukes. This might be the worst one. The Dukes Mayo Bowl.
Dukes Mayo.
Dukes Mayo Bowl. No, thank you. Thumbs down on mayo. If you're a mayo person, I'm sorry.
You don't like mayo? What do you like? Milk Whip?
Occasionally. Mayo, sour cream, cottage cheese. None of that kind of. I can't do it. Ranch. Oh, no.
You don't like to dip your wings a little bit?
Nah, I'm good.
Who tormented you as a kid?
I don't know what it is, but mayo, can't do it. Can't do it. So, but anyway.
No deal?
No. Like tartar sauce? None of that kind of stuff.
Now I'm with you on tartar sauce.
It's got like stuff in it. It's like anyway. We are way down a rabbit hole.
We go down rabbit hole. We got to move on to Sharon.
Oh, they give away mayo with the trophy, huh? Okay.
Let me say this. Lisa Daniels, you guys we will have her on because she's the Valkyries expert. Her album, CD, and cassette collection. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's a July Leo, but she's still Leo.
Oh, okay. She's cool people.
yeah, she cool people. So
Good,
yeah,
good,
we've
good.
got to have her pan to her study area so you
Nice.
can see how she's
A fellow collector.
fellow collector.
Yeah,
It's not a song she don't know that I'll start singing on the phone. She knows it.
good. Yeah, we definitely got to have her on and talk music, sports music, anything
Mhm.
like that. So,
Mhm.
um, to get back to where we were, another coach bit the dust. So, which leads us to the Sharon Moore update because he hadn't gone to court the last time we were on. So he went to court.
Right.
We got some
And they
charges.
updated his mugshot. Evidently, it was, I don't know if it was AI or what, but that wasn't his. No,
Yeah.
AI gonna be the death of us. But yeah,
Hmm. So he was
got
arraigned on. So he appeared in court December 12th. He was arraigned on a felony charge of third-degree home invasion and misdemeanor charges of stalking, breaking, and entering.
mhm.
Um, so it went from bad to worse because now he has a case. So
And he's doing
yeah,
court mid-January. So now he must wear GPS monitor, must go through mental health treatment, and
which is good.
which is good, and he's
Hmm.
forbidden from communicating with the young lady that he was stalking,
Yeah, yeah. So
which
sad
was his
situation all the
wife.
way around. Right, sad
Yeah.
situation. So let's hope the brother can get the help he needs and he's going to be adjudicated. He's out on bail. There were some photos of him and his wife a couple
Oh,
days ago.
really?
Yeah,
Really?
with the baby. So,
Oh, that was
you
probably a
know,
PR spin.
maybe
Mm.
that's literally her and his thing right now is how that all going to work out. But I just I'm just glad nobody got hurt, at least in
Absolutely.
terms of physically, and that he didn't do anything to that young lady. And because that could have went left real quick. Super,
It could
super left.
have, but he didn't intend on hurting her with a butter knife. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
butter knife are not going to do too much damage, but
Yeah.
I'm sure that it scared her because he was probably really, you know, when he said you've ruined my life, that probably had her scared.
I'm sure.
You know, someone
Mhm.
tells you that your blood is on my, what did you say? My blood is on your hands, vice versa. I'm not saying it right, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty upset. But he did text with Jim Harbaugh, and Jim Harbaugh called it a tragedy. They hadn't had a phone conversation since early January, early December, and he said he hopes that he and his family get the help that they need, and that they'll lean on their faith.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he'll give him a job.
Probably. He'll probably be he can I could see that happening, an assistant
Mhm,
coach position. Well, it depends on what if he gets it depends on how the court case goes. If
mhm,
his lawyers, if they're smart, they'll plead out.
mhm,
You don't need to go to trial. Just plead out. I don't. If he doesn't have any priors or anything like that, he might get probation. He may not get
mhm,
do any jail time. So, um, and yeah, I could see Harbaugh or somebody hiring him as an assistant in the
mhm,
NFL. I doubt if he coach college again, but definitely in the NFL, I could see
mhm.
him working. So, yeah,
Yeah,
another
don't want to
situation.
snitch on him when he's messing with grown folks.
Exactly, exactly. But
Mhm.
you never know. I mean, it's like we were talking about. It's what are you willing to risk and sacrifice?
Yeah.
Um, and are you able to? Are you going to be able to deal with the consequences of literally potentially losing everything? So,
Mhm, mhm.
you know, uh, let's hope he learns a lesson and don't get caught up in that situation again.
We're in a microwave society. The cycle will be on someone else in the
Exactly.
next week or two, and we'll forget all about it.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
He'll get another job.
Let's see. Let's go to let's see. You want to talk about the baseball camp? I guess we had some a good.
Yeah, it was a pretty good turnout for
Let me bring up that
the
picture.
area's own Fairfield's on Daniel Johnson had, I'm not sure which year this is, but had his camp. It had a pretty awesome turnout. Uh, we've got the picture there
Yep.
coming up, and so we hope to have him on within the next couple of shows.
Yeah.
As you can
That,
see, there's a young lady there too. So
yeah,
good
that's
to
a
see
great
the
turnout.
girls out there. That's an excellent turnout. Look, that's what's that, about 70, 50 kids,
Yeah, that's a
60
lot.
kids. It's a
That's a
lot,
lot,
and
especially
he
for
took
baseball too.
that exactly. And it was held at Vallejo High School. It started out early in the morning, and look at the kids. They're there and ready to go. And like I said before, I'm so happy to see that it's young ladies participating as well. So just so proud of Daniel. He's a part of the Baltimore Orioles right now. Spent half of the season with the Giants last year, and I know his mom was so excited about him playing, and I wanted to get out there and see him, and then he was gone. So
Oh,
hopefully he can end back with the Giants.
good stuff. Good feel good story.
Hmm.
That's we need
Hmm.
more of those kind of stories these days.
We more of that. And Jeremy Newberry, I didn't get the picture over to you. Former 49er Raider, Antioch High School alum, held his annual Christmas giveaway. And I know that Adonal Foyle's nephew was an intricate part in getting toys together to help kids in the community, donate to kids. So it was a great turnout, and it was a part of a car show as well. So I love an old school. So I was in heaven looking at all of those great cars, and whew, the Cougars, and yeah, it was some Novas and some Caddies. So it was good seeing, like, I was excited about the car.
good, good,
Yeah,
good, good. But again, it's somebody doing something positive
exactly.
in the community, which we need more of that. We need to highlight that and not always highlight the negative. That sells, but there's so
It
many
does.
athletes doing some great stuff and good work. You know.
So many. Festus Ezeli is doing a lot. Adana Foyle is doing a lot, and a lot of it goes unrecognized. But that's why I'm here.
Yeah, exactly,
Mhm.
exactly.
We're here.
Uh, let's see where we want to go next. We are expecting a guest a little later, but you want to get
Mhm.
into the Warriors now, though, about some of the other things that are happening with them, or not
Did we?
happening with them.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. No synergy. Yeah, no team.
now you were in the building the other night, right?
The
What was
Minnesota game, yeah,
the energy like? I mean,
it was flat. And Steph came out first. He's been kind of doing that this year because we were waiting so long for him last season. I guess he was getting massages and treatments. So, but the last several games, Kerr had been coming into the presser first. But now that Minnesota game, Steph came in, and it's always hard to read Steph. He's never gonna like show all the emotion on his face, but Kerr just seems like he's just tired, and they don't have an answer. Like I'd said on our last show, they seem to play harder on the road for some reason than they do at home. And then it's, that Minnesota game, it just, we keep talking about the fact that we need a big guy, and we need a big, I mean, Gobert was just
just
always
dominant.
under the
Yeah,
basket.
they were
Yeah,
just throwing the
it's
ball up, and they were just throwing it up in the paint, and he was just going and
what?
getting it.
What?
And they didn't have Anthony Edwards, so it actually could have been worse.
Exactly, exactly. They're humiliating. So, uh, it was, a limited, the presser said it all. Uh, Let me look at my phone. I can tell you who came to the presser. The big
Sure,
names
sure.
didn't. The big names come to the presser. You'd have to
Mm.
go in the locker room and get them. Yeah. So that's when you know, for people who don't know how that goes, yeah, when they're really not happy about how it came out, they don't come out to the press conferences, not the big names.
Mm.
You know, Steph is the leader, so of course. So I see Quentin post, and then what's the guy? Anthony Melton, and that was it. And then Steph.
Mm. Wow.
So what are we gonna get out of those guys? You know,
Not much in
not
terms of insight.
much.
No,
Yeah,
no. And they're, you
yeah.
know, and they're making noise or news because it just seems like there's something going on with this team internally that you know, it hasn't, whatever it is, it really hasn't come out, but something's just not
Hmm.
clicking. You know, we had a situation with the email and we were talking about with Joe Lacob got the email a couple days ago from a
From
fan
a fan. Yeah.
who was not happy and was had a very astute observation that, you know, Jimmy's being played out of position and not being utilized properly. And
Hmm.
he kind of vented to Joe Lacob, and Joe Lacob, you know, responded back. Now, this is the owner, responded back and said, "You can't be as frustrated as me. I'm working on it. It's complicated. Style of play." This is what really perked my ears up. Coaches' desires regarding players. So, can you read into that? That's why Kaminga's not playing. That's why the veterans will always get to play over the rookies, even if the rookies might be having a hot night. Um, we look at what
Hmm.
Kerr said about um, why Will Richard isn't playing, which was I've always had respect for Steve Kerr in terms of his, you know, he's successful. He's been successful on, you know, as a player. He's been successful and, you know, as a coach. Studied under the feet of Greg Popovich, so forth and so on. But the answer he gave when they were asking him about why he's not playing Will Richard, who's had I think he had a DMP the other night, and it's like, and he said, this is a quote, according to 95.7 The Game, his interview. He said, quote, "It's been tough not playing Will Richard because I'm a huge fan and a believer. Right now, frankly, he's sitting because he's a rookie. I'm honoring what the older guys have done over the years." Wow.
Today, that's a wow.
Wow.
But when we were becoming fans, we didn't see the rookies. We didn't see the rookies for a while.
Yeah. I think
From
it was a
Don
different time
Nelson
though.
days
Right.
to
Popovich didn't play rookies.
Popovich didn't play rookies. So we're going, he's got superstars on his team, so he probably doesn't want to start that dissension,
Yeah.
you know.
So then, you know, you can read into that then, unfortunately, then is it about winning?
Mm,
Is it about winning? Because if it's about
mm,
winning, I don't care who you are. You're gonna, you know, I always go back to Bill Walsh. If you could play, you were on the field.
oof,
Bill Walsh didn't play that. If you can play, you're out there on the field.
true,
Um,
true.
and to say that the only reason you're not playing is because you're a rookie, not saying he didn't say he couldn't get the offense. He didn't say he didn't know the plays. He didn't say he wasn't hustling. He didn't say, you know, hey, he's hit a stretch where he's, you know, maybe a little tight. I'm gonna read it again.
Oh boy.
Right now, frankly, he's sitting because he's a rookie. And I'm honoring what the older guys have done over the years. So,
Oof.
which older guys? Because right now, of all the older guys on that team,
Al Horford is the oldest.
is the oldest, and
He
he's not
ain't doing
playing.
nothing. He's injured.
He's not playing. The only older guy on that team that's really playing at an all-star level is Steph.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler in spurts, you know, when he's given opportunities, because Jimmy's taking like 11 shots a game, which is, you know, he's out of position. He's playing, I think, forward or something. He's not even playing where he should be playing. Draymond is Draymond. Draymond's going to give you that defensive intensity. He's going to give you all those intangibles, but you know, he's going to give you, you know, 8 points, you know, maybe 9, 7, 8, 9 boards. And Buddy Hield's not really giving you anything consistently.
Mm-mm.
So if the older guy and that if the older guys are out there all the time, are you overutilizing them? Should the young? I mean, it was just a weird
So I'm
thing to say.
very surprised to hear Kurt say something like that. Cause uh, okay, we're gonna continue to tank if that's what you're thinking, because that young man comes out and he makes a difference.
He makes a
He
difference.
really makes a difference. And if their egos can't take that because they busy wanting to fill their stat sheet, their stats,
Yeah.
let let the young man play.
Yeah. So he
And
said, quote,
someone,
one other quote. He said, the
mhm,
great thing with Will is he gets it. I went to him last week, told him I'm going to take him out of the rotation because we're getting healthy and I want to play my vets and give everybody you know a look.
mm, mm,
Wow. Wow.
mm.
Wow. Uh,
And
looks
he
like
understands he's a lot like Mo, you know.
exactly.
They're
Exactly.
just good Southern kids.
So speaking of Steve Kerr, our guest has joined us. I'm going to bring him on now if that's okay.
Mhm. No, that's
Uh,
not
I'm
in the
gonna bring him
show.
on. Exactly. In stream. I am bringing on Mr. Thomas Carter, noted filmmaker, producer, sports fan, um, works with kids, does a lot around the community. Thomas, how are you, sir? Good to see you, my man.
Hey, how you doing, man? It's crazy that you said that. Where tomorrow's the last day of school, so I was at Target. I'm saying I was supposed to have a potluck, so they put me in charge of the oil and a waffle mix and all that type of stuff. So
Man,
I'm sorry, I'm saying I was in my car.
tell the folks what you do, man, with the school district.
School district, I am one of the campus supervisors, whatever. Our campus is very though unique because we have adult school, we have a gateway program for the special needs. So once they graduate from the big high school across the street, they come there from age 17 to age 22. You know, and we teach them how to ride the bus. We got a
Oh,
contract with Safeway, and I'm saying a bunch of the different places where I'm saying they can do like little work, whatever, and they get paid for it. You know, and I also work with the like independent high school students who like either was boxers and can't go to school or every day, or cheerleaders who do the competition cheer, or actors, or rodeo, or actors, rappers, and motocross students, as well as kids who, like after COVID, had never been back to school before. So they kind of like, when they first get there, they kind of like got their head down and very like non active,
Yep. Yep. Now I want to officially introduce you to Felicia, who I believe both of you guys are from the town, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm
hi.
from, yeah. Hey, yeah, how you doing? I'm really from West Oakland, California. I'm a,
Okay, I'm from the East.
yeah, I am also a movie screenwriter and writer, like a producer as well.
Yeah, and that's how I met you. Because
Yeah,
shout out to
I
my
saw
brother
that.
Khalil Macklin. Shout out to
Yeah.
Khalil. What's
Yep.
up, bro? That's
Yep.
how I met you. And
Yep.
we were texting a couple days ago,
Yep.
and you have a new project you're working on. And we were talking about gun violence, and it's sports related too.
Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about the project coming, and then also you mentioned we were talking about Steve Kerr and how Steve Kerr has always been at the forefront of speaking out on gun violence. So tell us
Yeah.
a little bit about that.
Well, I'm saying I've 2 years ago, I did Rose Gold, which is one of the top movies on Tubi. But that was more of like an urban movie where it like exploited, different things, whatever. It was a great movie, whatever. Um, Rose Gold won the best hip hop, saying most underground movie of the year. It won tons of awards at the Cannes Festival as well. And a few years ago, whatever, I'm like, I did that type of movie. I did the gangster movie. I did comedies. I did this. I want to do a movie that actually affects and teaches our youth and has a positive message, right?
Mhm.
I know, especially coming up in Oakland, whatever, violence is a big problem. And me, you, and everybody we know has had somebody who we lost to senseless violence, right? Now,
Mhm.
I used to be 330 pounds, I said before COVID. You know, once COVID happened, you know, I dropped down to about 30 pounds lighter. The reason why I say that is because I was a big dude. I'm 6'3", right? I lost a cousin to gun violence, whatever. And his mom was only about 160 pounds, right? So we standing there though at the casket and she's leaning on me, right? It felt like that she was 1,000 pounds, like pounds, you know, pounds though. She fainted like in my arms, you know? I was trying to pick her up, whatever I couldn't, you know? I'm like, why? When I seen that feeling and seeing that mother like that, I said, man, you know what? I want to start writing a movie that our youth can get a message from, you know? Because the movies I wrote, the comedies is fun, the gangster movies is fun, all that was fun. But I want to make a movie to where, though, once you watch it, though, you like make an impact because senseless violence happens in every urban community. So I first started with the name Guns N' Roses. I said Guns N' Roses, Guns N' Roses, Guns N' Roses. Like to, you know what I'm saying? I had that stick on my head, right? And basically what the movie is about is a kid, Terrence. He was a football star who is on his way to a top college, whatever. And he's in the restroom with one of his friends who is a bad influence. So his friend pulls out a gun, whatever. Terrence like wet behind the ears, and of course, though, he want to hold it just to play with it. And you know what I'm saying? I said like at the same time, the principal and the campus supervisor saying they walk in the bathroom, and they suspend him for 3 days for having something for doing that. Jeopardizes his homecoming game. Like that Saturday, which he have to play in because there's going to be a ton of scouts at, right? So for those 3 days, like as a punishment as well, he goes to work with his father, who is a casket delivery driver, right? So every casket that they drop off to a different funeral home, like the short story is told of that person who lost their life to senseless violence, you know? Almost like a Tales from the Hood type of show. Only thing I'm saying is dealing with different senseless violence acts, wherever they happen. And all the stories going to end up, like connecting because after they drop off the first casket, they end up going to like a 7-Eleven and they see a girl in there who, you can tell is a pretty girl, but she's very like distraught, right? Him being young and like immature though, he's trying to ask her how come she didn't call him last night, this and that. And her friend is like, just leave her alone. She's going through something. Well, that story is actually going to catch up, at the last story because that baby casket that they going to be taken to the funeral home, it's actually going to tell the story about her daughter because her baby daddy was in the streets and he, was messing around with the wrong people and the people shot through the house, whatever. So I pitched like 6 different stories that we see in the urban community, that's a very, it's enormous, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
you let me read the script, man, which I appreciate. And it's amazing.
What did you think about the script?
I like it because I like non-conventional stories.
Yeah.
And the way you tell that story and the way the narrative develops, intertwining all of these different folks who you think might not be connected, but they all, it was just a really interesting way you did that. Where are you in the process with the film? And like I said, first of all, congratulations, because, the big thing about filmmaking is, get the film done, right? You've got films under your belt. You know how to do that. So where are you in the process with Guns N' Roses?
What's funny, right? So though you would think a positive project, to get picked up just like that, right? The problem is with these producers, if you don't got that, excuse my French to that, Felicia, like booty shaking and all that sex and drug element, they don't want to pick it up because, they're still stuck in the urban element. When I'm like, though, this project could be bigger than a Tubi platform. It can get national recognition because crime happens all over the world, So, I'm in the process of trying to get funded for it, what I think, whatever I'm saying, it may, like Rose Gold took us like, I think about 108,000, though with this project, it may only take maybe 120,000, which is still no money because the biggest superstar is the script and the story, right? Also, too, if we do it in Oakland or Richmond or San Francisco, we bring in revenue, people in hotels and coffee shops and gas and stuff. And I don't want it to be a Hollywood project, 'cause I want my people here in Oakland and the Bay Area to, to have a chance to experience a Hollywood type of production. You know what I'm saying? Something like this. I'm saying, I know that, we can do, because I've done Rose Gold. You know what I'm saying? And I know that I know that I can put together a production crew like to do it. I know that this can go to film festivals and win, and be bigger than Rose Gold, because death is not just a black thing; it's a white thing, it's the Iraq thing, and also too, though, what just happened here in Stockton with the birthday thing.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
yeah.
So with this movie, whatever, can really bring awareness to all the senseless violence, is going on. Also too, though, I have no cussing or no profanity in it, because I wanted to reach our youth. You know what I'm saying? The church people as well, whatever. So I wanted to, involve the police and the city officials, and different things like that. I wanted to be a positive project to where to be different, because everybody has gangster movies, everybody has comedies, or everybody has love dramas, but to do something that's outside the box for the community, is way different.
Well, it's always like that when you're doing something out of the box. You get some opposition because, you're kind of like the trailblazer in doing that.
Yeah.
No one's doing that. We got 50 Cent shows, and, like you mentioned, it's the booty shaking and graphic cursing and all that. And then you got, you tell the story minus all that. People just aren't used to that.
Yeah.
So Hollywood doesn't want to touch it. But you had mentioned Rose Gold. Was that filmed in the area? Where did you film that?
Okay, so let me tell you a story about that. Rose Gold actually, once again, was supposed to be an Oakland movie, and I was trying to get people here to do it. Nobody wanted to support or show me love, so I ended up just going on watching the movie on Tubi, and I seeing like an executive producer. I text him. I Instagrammed him. He loved the story, and he flew me out to Detroit, and we did Rose Gold, which was a success,
Yeah. I saw that on your page where you were going to Detroit, and I didn't know what that was about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So, like I say, whatever, it was a blessing, because, he didn't know me from a can of paint, and just, he was willing to take a chance on me. And that's really, what I'm saying, that's really like all I really wanted, like at the time, was, somebody to believe in me, and he did.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
the other thing we were talking about is how now, this is Sports in the Bay, so we got to ask, first of all, give me your teams, man. Who your favorite teams? Football, baseball, basketball?
Well, I see what he rocking on his head.
So we already got that door out the way. I'm Oakland Raiders. If you notice, it say Oakland Raiders.
Okay, all day.
Right. I should have bought 10 of these back then. Oakland hats, because now though, for Oakland hat, whatever. Of course, though, the A's, whatever. Basketball, though, it's gonna get tricky for you right here. I am a Warriors fan, but I jumped on the bandwagon. Okay. I'm originally at heart a Boston Celtics fan. I'm a big Larry Bird fan, because all of my friends were Magic Johnson, Lakers, whatever, and I always wanted to be different. So I was the Celtics, and then so I later found out that Bill Russell now was actually attached to the Celtics. Like later on in life, though, my team, I'm like, okay, Bill Russell from West Oakland, Oakland, whatever. So. Like Leon Poole and Eddie House, them all played for the Celtics. Gary Payton, Payton won the too.
Let's not forget about Brian Shaw.
Oh yeah, B. Shaw. You're right. Yeah, I'm saying Bishop O'Dowd, now some Brian Shaw. Which is crazy.
Westlake Junior High.
Oh, see,
we went there together. Yeah.
Yep. See, me and Khalil have been knowing each other from first grade, because we went to Sacred Heart Catholic School, right there on 40th Street.
Yeah,
and then from there, though, I went to McClymonds for 1 year, and then I went to Encineo High School. I graduated from there. home of J.R. Ryder, Jimmy Rollins, Antoine Rollins,
Yeah.
Amari Beverly, Corey Dunlap. A bunch of baseball players who came from Willie Stargell. You know, I'm saying also went there.
Willie
Oh,
Yeah,
Stargell.
yeah.
yeah,
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 man.
Woo,
yeah,
Yeah.
pops.
yeah.
Yeah. I saw Willie Stargell. I was a kid. We were at Candlestick. We were in the right field in the upper deck of Candlestick, and he hit a ball like way up there on a doubleheader. The Pirates were playing the Giants. I still remember that.
Doubleheader.
He hit that
Wow.
ball up
Yeah.
there. You mentioned Jimmy Rollins, and we were just talking about a baseball camp that was held here in Vallejo, but you did some filming with Jimmy Rollins recently. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yep. So Jimmy Rollins' brother, Antoine Rollins, he's one of my business partners. I actually did my first film with him, which is called Doors Wide Open, whatever. And then we also did a horror. I'm saying which one at the San Francisco Film Festival, a short horror film, whatever. And he called me up like around July and told me, he said, "Man, I'm saying I need you to help me." So they put Jimmy, into the Philadelphia Hall of Fame, Philly Hall of Fame,
The
and
Phillies,
Cadillac
yeah.
wanted to pay for a commercial to where they highlight Jimmy and do a little celebration courtesy of Cadillac, whatever. So I hooked up with him at a bunch of different little league parks like throughout Oakland, and then we went to our old high school, and we did it's crazy, so we did a 3-day shoot, right? That took 3 days. Only I'm saying to make a 5-minute, or I'm saying less than that commercial.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, you know what I'm
Where
saying.
did your love for filmmaking come from?
Love from filmmaking, whatever. I always was great though in English and storytelling, and I'm saying I used to write stuff, and I back in 2011, and no salt like on this guy, but I was paying him to write my scripts in script form, right?
Right.
And I'm saying, he says, pay me this money every Friday, meet me, and I'm paying him. When I got done paying him, he tells me, give me another 3 weeks. And I'm like, wait a minute, whatever. I'm saying, you're supposed to be done because I'm spending my hard-earned money. From that point on, whatever, I told myself that I would never pay nobody else to write scripts for me. I spent $300 on the final draft program, and my first script was kind of hard because I was learning the ropes, whatever. But I mastered it, whatever. How I actually got into the film world was through a female friend of mine, whatever, who was a great spoken word poet, whatever. Her being a great writer, whatever. Her cousin wanted her to write a script for him, so she asked me to help her out. And so I did my best, with a pen and doing the creativity of the script. My actual final draft script. My first one came in about 2012, I think, and from then, whatever, I got over 15 written scripts, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere from 92 to 113 pages. I also wrote a love drama that's like 400 some pages, a series.
And people don't understand that writing a script is a big part of it, but getting a film done, it's project management, it's people management, it's technical. There's a lot that goes into it. And so, like I say, man, when I see filmmakers not only have concepts, but actually get the films done, that's such an accomplishment, man, because very few writers, creators even get their film done. And here you are, man, with a film that's been distributed on Tubi. You got another project coming on the pipeline. So, again, congratulations, because
Thank you. I appreciate it.
on top of working and doing, giving back to the community. So
town business.
Exactly. Whatever. I appreciate it. Whatever. Like I say, my first project, Doors Wide Open, also on Tubi, whatever. I use all family and friends, and sometimes when you do that, it don't come out the best because like to them, whatever, like you just Thomas, And I'm saying, you don't realize that I got to pay the sound guy and everybody. So if you're supposed to be here at 6 o'clock in the morning, that means be here at 5:30.
30.
Right.
If we supposed to be shooting you, you can't be like, well, I can't find my keys. I got drunk last night. I got a hangover. So why'd you cut your hair? When the past three weekends saying we shot you this way, and then now whatever you cut your hair.
Yes.
So all that comes into play. And then right though, when the movie don't come out, because my first movie we filmed in like 2011, Doors Wide Open. And and I'm saying a lot of family and friends had the big Hollywood dream of, oh yeah, we're gonna be megastar. So when it didn't come out because a lot of the quality was bad, I went from Thomas Carter to, oh, he wasted my time and this and that and blah blah blah. Every day, whatever I'm saying, I'm paying them. I'm saying, I'm paying them. I'm paying for gas money. I'm paying for people's uh, uh, food and hair and makeup and everything. So I'm really the one who actually losing though some of my other producers. So what ends up happening is about 10 years later, my cousin went to film school up in Arizona. So he asked me, he said, what are you doing with the footage? I said, nothing, whatever. It's like the sound is messed up. And he says, well, I'm going to take it to my film school and somebody's going to patch it up. So he put it on Amazon and Tubi, right? Now, once everybody's seen that, whatever, they immediately thinking Thomas got money, whatever, it's on Tubi, blah, blah, blah. So now, though, all these people who was telling me, I was wasting their time back then and he didn't do them with the movie, they now all call me, ask me, what's up with the movie, how much the movie costs and this and that. And I'm like, if you promote the movie and you tell your friends to promote the movie, that's how Tubi works. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I just learned my lesson from that, whatever. And my other projects I did, I know it's a different though when you have experienced actors, because when I get to the set at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm seeing 5 or 6 cars already in the parking lot, sitting there waiting, reading their lines and saying, they don't ask me, how come I got to say this? How come I got to wear this? How come I can't say this? Because in the script, though, you're supposed to say that, how come I got to wear this? How come I got to wear that? It's like, it's none of that. Also, too, once they done what they're seeing, they have a good day, here's my email and leave. Ain't no hanging out on the set, just be hanging out, just, try to court a girl or do stuff like that, taking pictures and stuff, because a lot of people don't know that sometimes that behind the scenes stuff, right, they don't want it to be out, whatever, like on your Instagram page and stuff, they want it to be private because because if you already know the movie, who gonna go watch it?
Right.
You already know what the movie's about.
Reveal the story, right? If you tell the story ahead of time, right?
Exactly. Right. But I understand that, but I understand that a lot of us, especially like in the Bay Area, never got the opportunity to do film. So that's why, for me, whatever, it was all a learning experience for all of us. Our first project.
Right on.
Right. Plus, also too, whatever, I wore a lot of hats. Like in that first project, I was the casting director. I did this, I did that. So now, whatever, I just focus on maybe 2 hats. Producing and writing. And sometimes like co-directing, whatever. I don't try to be a casting director. I'm not here to listen to your personal problems, your issues. I'm not here to give you rides at the thing. I'm not here to loan you money. I'm not, I just wear these like little two like 3 hats.
Definitely, man. Well, if people want to get more information about you, man, your Instagram, whatever, how can they get to you?
On Facebook is just Thomas Carter, and it should come up. On Instagram is content creator, which is it's K. What is it?
Is that your phone ringing, man?
Oh yeah, hold on.
Only reason because I think it's cutting into.
Oh, it took the sound. Yeah, it took it down for me too.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's better.
Now I said Facebook is Thomas Carter, and my Instagram is content creator.
Cool.
Which is KONTA KRE8TA.
Oh, Ada.
Perfect. Well, man, like I say, I appreciate you reaching out, man, and happy holidays.
I appreciate
to
you, whatever. I'm saying I really appreciate this press, whatever. Like I said, I'm definitely trying to get this script into the right hands. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm saying to get funding, whatever. Like I say, whatever I'm saying. We don't need $1 million. We don't need $500,000. Like I know what I'm saying. Know how to get things done and work with a production crew. Like to get things done, whatever. And I know I'm seeing a lot of projects in the Bay Area. I'm saying, I'm saying they get a bad hit because we've had several projects in the Bay Area where different athletes have like invested in different projects and they didn't go nowhere because the producers and directors got big headed or whatever and seen the money and they wasted the money on their personal things and didn't put it into the quality of the projects. So that's why sometimes a lot of athletes hear like, oh man, Barry or whatever, I don't want to do it because they didn't been experienced where, you know what I'm saying, the people get that budget and now whatever they not putting it into the makeup artist's hands, they're not putting it into the camera crew hands, you know, different things like that. You know.
We're going to continue to put blessings on everything that you touch going forward. And it's a part of the journey, you know, having these stories that you shared, that it's a part of the story to get you where you're supposed to be. So all the best to you and thank you.
I appreciate you, and you guys have a happy holidays, and may 26 bless both of you guys, and it be all of our year. You know,
Absolutely.
Yes.
I appreciate the time. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you.
I received that. Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate you, man.
Yep.
Thanks, Thomas.
Yep.
All right, man.
Okay.
All right, enjoy that potluck.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Filmmaker Thomas Carter. See, there's people out there doing stuff that you don't even know, that are just amazing, creative folks on top of his job of being an educator and helping kids and just doing that work, putting in work.
Helping kids. Wow, that's huge.
Putting in work. Thomas Carter. So go watch Rose Gold. It does have booty shaking in it, but it's a good movie. It's a great story. It's a great story. You'll like it. I mean, it is. It's a good story, good script. Great acting. It's good. It's a good movie. So
okay, I'll check it out.
Let's see.
We're gonna talk about her now that we really didn't. Well, he kind of really touched on.
We were going to touch on the fact that we know Steve Kerr's having there's some people are questioning his basketball decisions, but the one thing we consistently admire him for is he has no trouble speaking out on the issues of the day.
I just love it.
And as a person in his position, he definitely could. He doesn't have to. So he recently spoke about gun violence. He continuously speaks out about gun violence. He continuously speaks out about racism. He speaks out about the politics of the day. And so, we on here talking sports and we talk about why is he playing Kuminga, which is in the big picture, it's really not that important.
Exactly.
What he talks about is and I know you've seen him up close and in person speaking on these issues.
Very passionate about it. Coach Kerr lost his father. His father was working at the U.S. Embassy and was killed in 1984. And so I'm sure that has made a huge mark on him to be, on the forefront about gun control and common sense gun laws. And, he's always spoke out, just even recently with my coach that was murdered. He talked about that, Coach Bean. He talked about Parkland, and most recently the Brown University. That's what we're discussing it now, because he was talking about the gun laws and how it's just senseless that someone's able to walk into a study hall and just go nuts,
senseless,
kill two people,
senseless. And so, like I say, we criticize Kerr, we talk about it, and on the basketball and this and that. But bottom line is, I do have a lot of respect for him.
Absolutely,
because a lot of guys in his position wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't touch it.
They wouldn't jeopardize. And I guess he's in a position where he can, because he's comfortable and he's pretty much. No, everybody can be fired. That's not what I'm saying, but he's at a position where he can use, and he utilizes his platform. And Felicia, we talk about this all the time. The NBA's platform is massive.
Massive.
No
NFL coach could do that.
No,
Absolutely not.
You are I never thought of it that way. You are absolutely right.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Because I mean, look what happened with Kaepernick. I'm sure there was a coach that felt like he wasn't out of all those coaches, and then some of the coaches were black, like Mike Tomlin. Oh
Yeah.
shoot, yeah, they couldn't speak out over
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So
But when Trayvon Martin was killed, I mean, we know what the Miami Heat did, wearing their shirts and things of that nature. And even when they took a stand when Donald Sterling had made the racist remarks against blacks and Magic Johnson, players boycotted.
yeah. Yeah. So
Hmm.
so shout out to Steve Kerr for being one of those ones who uh is fearless and always says the right thing in terms of the timing of when he needs to speak out on issues of the
Hmm.
day. So
Hmm.
because he truly doesn't have to.
And he comes from the tree of Popovich.
Yep. Yep. Who
And
also
Pop, well, Pop was a little more abrasive with his delivery,
exactly.
but you had to love him for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we got a couple minutes left. So I do have a song of the day.
All right, Christy.
And I know we didn't talk about the
Got
Niners,
that
but
song.
the Niners have a big game with Indianapolis against they're playing the grandfather in the Indianapolis Colts Monday night. So
Uh,
we wish
yeah,
them
the
well.
grandpa. Yeah, and let's talk about he got his butt kicked
Yes, he did.
over
Yes,
the
he did.
weekend. I'm sure he is licking his wounds
He
and
did.
saying, man, this game is even faster than it was when I played.
He did.
But for right now, we
So
got the Rams. So we want the Rams to lose, right? I mean, we
yes.
want the Rams to win or lose.
Well, we want the Rams to
Yeah.
lose because we would have split with them. We split with the Rams. If we want the Rams to lose because it'll be a division loss and a conference loss. And then if the Niners win out and they beat Seattle, and I think Seattle and the Rams, it's going to get very complicated in the West because I don't know, because it comes down to head-to-head and then division wins and then conference wins. I think that's how it goes, the tiebreaker, something like that. So they're all beating each other, but it's going to be. But yes, I think ultimately we want the Rams to lose because then we get a shot at Seattle. If we beat Seattle twice and everybody's tied, we get the division, I believe.
Ooh.
I believe, but I could be wrong. So it's all complicated.
But you know what?
Yes.
Talk about the email from Lake Up. Did you say what it said?
Oh yeah. I thought did we talk about that?
You know me and
my
brain.
I thought we mentioned it, but
well, we might have.
Yeah, we did. We talked about it. Coach's desires. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Ooh, child.
That was a whole.
Child, I'm not gonna claim nothing. I ain't gonna do like my sister does. She be claiming stuff. I ain't claiming it.
So you know what season we're in. And I thought of a song that one that me, I always like interesting music. I always like songs that are unique. I have a wide variety of music. And if you've been following me on Facebook or Instagram, I've been doing a Christmas series of different songs and vinyl music.
Yeah, I saw Destiny's Child.
Yeah, I've been doing a bunch of stuff like that. I love, but this one, I remember this song when it came out back in '91, and it's just one of them kind of songs. And so I actually have the cassette. I don't have it on vinyl, but I do have the cassette. It's MCM, and this was Profile Records. And Profile Records, Dr. Dre, and Profile was that they did some stuff with Master P back in the day. So Profile was they were getting it. So I'm gonna see if hopefully this will play. And I think we all know what this means. And anyway, here we go.
I came here this Christmas for something funky to happen.
Swell, they kick the beat, because this song is kinda unique. The story that I'm telling, everybody wanted to keep secret. I'm through official, let me get the truth to the public, cause I know that they will love it. Some might think of the song, I try to keep me from rocking on and on the microphone. So as I tell, don't diss. He's my main man, sound is my homeboy Chris, and for years, when it came to this, ship and play. like a video game in the arcade. They never told the truth cause you wouldn't understand. Chris Kringle is a black man.
I came here this
Ah!
something funky to happen. I came here this Christmas something funky to happen.
Jingle bell, your mama spells your daddy right away. Oh, I found
Yo, watch that. Where you learn that at?
Compton.
You know how we like music on the show.
You mean it's black?
Yeah, he's black and that's a fact. Me and Chris Kringle go way back as far as I can remember. In December, Chris would come over as if he was a member of my family. He'd stay and eat for free. Ham, dressing, oh yes, and the turkey. He'd only thought from me, you know. With no pole, nah, he lives in Compton, yo.
What about the slice? It's raining, Donald and Blitzen.
He got a dually with a V8 engine, cold dashing through the streets and things. To get airborne, the dually grows wings.
That is Chris Kringle is a black man.
I am screaming.
MCM. It's off of EP Christmas in the Hood. If you can get this, it's kind of a little collector's item right now. But
Lisa, you got that? If you still
man, and this is full disclosure, this is AI. I said show me black man.
Yeah, he looks a little he looks a little
so it's AI,
AI.
and I put a little border around it. But sometimes you just gotta let people know. Chris Kringle is a black man. That song, I've loved that song since the first time I heard it. Back in the day.
I might have heard that back in the day.
Yeah.
Everything has that wink, wink.
Yeah.
That,
it's definitely West
it's
Coast.
your thing.
Yeah.
That, like, wink, wink.
Oh yeah. It's definitely because matter of fact, Salt and Pepper use that too, and
that exactly.
yeah,
That's
they've
why
used it too. Yeah.
when I said that.
But so we in my household, Chris Kringle was a black man because it was Pops. So growing
That's
up,
right.
Chris Kringle was a black man.
Because Arthur supplied for us to get the gifts.
Absolutely.
So Arthur was my father.
Yep. So glad we could bring you a holiday theme song. You can play it for your family and friends. It's clean-ish. There are some songs on this EP, Ebenezer Scrooge, This Christmas, Christmas in the Hood, and Brighter Days. Some of them are not necessarily family friendly. So if you go out and find this, you may want to listen to them before you play it.
That's why
that explicit language is on there. So don't be playing it with grandma.
Right.
That one you can play though. So
right now the Warriors halftime 53-46 over the Suns.
Oof.
Over the Suns. So
yeah.
As long as that boy don't get hot and Dylan Brooks doesn't upset anybody.
Let's give the Warriors some love because they need it until they can get Giannis. So
they need to make that happen. They need to make that happen. And before we go, want to shout out Alonzo Carter.
Oh yeah,
West Oakland's own. McClymon's own, was a former head coach at McClymon's, Contra Costa College, San Jose State running backs, and most recently Arizona State. He got the running back position for Sacramento State. And so he had his press conference today. You can check that out at kcra.com. Shout out to Lisa Daniels, whose son Logan was a quarterback at Berkeley High. Yeah, he also taught at Berkeley High. He taught and no. Lisa, remind me what he did also at Berkeley High, but he was the head coach there. And he has a winning record at MAGA, several Silver Bowls, and I think he's got some state stuff. But yeah, former hammer dancer.
And he's head coach at Sac State now, right? I think he's is it just running back? I thought he was head coach at Sac State. That's what I thought. I thought that's what I could be wrong. But
I'm gonna have to go correct it because I shouted him out on our group text for my Skyline High thread. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. And to his sister, Michelle, who graduated with me. And I said, running back coach.
Yeah, he's new head football coach. So he's a new head coach.
Co-head.
Yes. And they even say
Yes.
he's known for strong recruiting and is passed as MC Hammer's backup dancer.
Yes. And I encourage you all to look at his press conference. He's so Oakland. I just love it. Like he's like, uh some of y'all gonna be in the transfer portal and don't want to play for me, and that's fine. But those who want, come on, y'all, come on
I saw
in.
that.
He's got that
I saw that.
accent. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
And you had me
love
at
it.
Country Costa College because they only graduate the coolest people, right?
Oh, is that so?
Yes. Yeah. Proud
Well, I
college.
went to Vista Community College, which is now Berkeley College, in San Francisco State.
Yeah, San Francisco State. You know how we do.
Go Gators.
Go Gators. Go Gators. No football, but go Gators. So
Right. Yeah, football when I was there, but yeah.
Yeah. All
Go
right, Felicia.
Gators.
Another one in the books. Thank you. Great show.
Happy birthday, Layla.
Thanks
My
everybody
best
for
friend.
watching. Catch us on YouTube. You can catch us at Sports in the Bay, Facebook. We're streaming live. You can always, hit us back. Let us know people you want to see on the show, talk to, whatever. We'll go out and try to find them. Felicia, thanks. She posts,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff on there. So we definitely need your feedback, your encouragement. We will be back. Definitely.
Sharon.
We don't possibly next
that's
week-ish. We'll see. We'll see you when we see you. You know how we do. Life be life.
Yeah, we done it. We did good. We got
did good.
2 weeks
We did
strong.
good. We
Second
did
week.
good. We did good.
Come on now. Come on.
But we do appreciate everybody's watching and tuning in. So we enjoy it. And
Most
we enjoy
definitely.
talking sports. So Sports in the Bay, another one. Felicia and Eddrick. We out of here.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Peace.